Power Rangers are powerful, mainly due to their impressive weapons, which range from morphers, sabers, and blasters to bows and axes. The vast diversity in the choice of weapons has become a hallmark of the franchise. These weapons are often quite customizable and have the capacity to sometimes be combined with other weapons. The fantastical nature of the Power Rangers universe is well represented in its arsenal of weapons. There have been many weapons that have been created and revealed in the almost 3 decades of the franchise's existence. Here, we have selected, in our humble, marvelous opinion, the top 15. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Tiger Sword, convert to warrior mode, now!
Saber. Saber is an enchanted sword with a curved blade, with its hilt being the head of a white tiger. It is sentient and has the ability to speak, fly, shoot lasers, as well as summon the mighty white Tiger Zord. It is wielded by Tommy Oliver as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. Saber was made by Alpha and Zordon after Tommy's previous weapon was vaporized. In addition to combat assistance, Saber provides Tommy with guidance and advice. Saber's origin in the Power Rangers universe is often unclear and can vary from the television show to the comics. In one episode, the Rangers are outclassed in a fight against Lord Zed until Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, transforms into the mighty White Ranger and is gifted Saber by Zordon. Aided by Saber, Tommy becomes immensely powerful and is successful in temporarily defeating Drakon as the latter jumps off a cliff. However, it is later learned that Drakon is alive. Saber attempts to kill Drakon with an eye laser, but Drakon was able to successfully utilize the beam to break free. Drakon then proceeds to rip off the tiger's head from the hilt of the sword and is successfully able to teleport away. This marks the end of Saber, who had great intentions and a heart for humanity. Snow Staff. The Snow Staff was used by Udana to morph into the Mystic Force White Ranger. It is the fully realized version of the Magi Staff, having a longer hilt. The Snow Staff is capable of casting advanced magic, freezing enemies, and generating powerful wind currents. The Snow Staff was stolen by Korag when he defeated Udana in battle. It was later retrieved by Lili Pimvare, which allowed Udana to transform into the White Ranger again. Unlike other Rangers who transform into a mythical creature, Udana just grows in size and becomes equivalent to a Megazord. Udana uses the power of her Snow Staff to revive Leanbow. She would ultimately retire from her duties as White Ranger in order to spend more time with her family. Dragon Dagger. Dragon Dagger is an iconic weapon that originally belonged to the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It is his signature weapon, although other Rangers have used it. Some believe that the Dragon Dagger is one of the most powerful weapons in the Power Rangers universe. The Mighty Morphin Red Ranger has also wielded the Dragon Dagger temporarily. The Dragon Dagger can also be used as a flute in order to summon the Dragon Zord out of the ocean. It is also quite handy in hand-to-hand combat, where it can project several forms of energy like green lightning. The Dragon Dagger can also be used to generate a force field around a particular individual. It is interesting to note that the Dragon Dagger has been lost 3 times then found. This weapon pairs very well with the Dragon Shield. It is also to be noted that the Dragon Dagger is not the same weapon as shown in the Japanese version Super Sentai. All in all, the Dragon Dagger has become one of the most valuable collectible items among Power Ranger fans, and ranges from plastic to 24-karat gold versions. Quasar Sabers. Quasar Sabers are ancient, powerful swords that were used by warriors millennia ago to defend the galaxy as we know it. They were placed 3,000 years ago in a stone altar on the planet Mironoi, waiting to be wielded by prophesied warriors known as the Chosen Ones. Ultimately, it was revealed that these were the Lost Galaxy Power Rangers team. Quasar Sabers are one of the most powerful weapons in the Power Rangers universe and were actually ancient relics from the past, brought together to change the fabric of the universe. Each of the sabers is specialized for each Power Ranger, being marked with their Galactabeast. These sabers constitute the main weapons of the Galaxy Rangers even after they obtained the Trans Daggers. Ultimately, Rangers placed cast their sabers back into the altar of Mirinoi, freeing the people of Mirinoi from their stone state, while also resurrecting Kendrix, the first pink Lost Galaxy Ranger. When needed, the Rangers pull the sabers from the stone and use them as seen on many occasions.
Fire Smasher! Cannon Blast Mode!
Fire Smasher. The Fire Smasher is the individual weapon of the Red Ranger. It's a large red Zambato type sword used by the Red Ranger in order to defeat Tuya. The Fire Smasher can also be modified into a cannon powered by a disc from one of the ancillary Zords. The cannon blast mode of the Fire Smasher is imbued with the energy of various animal forms like the beetle, swordfish, tiger, and octopus. In one episode, the Red Ranger uses the double disc to create 2 Fire Smashers, going into dual mode, generating such power as to challenge the likes of Master Xandred. The Fire Smasher has proved to be a popular collectible item among fans. Golden Power Staff. The Golden Power Staff is chiefly used by Trey of Triforia, as well as Jason, who was the first Red Ranger of the modern era. It has the ability to fire energy attacks, as well as the capacity of being used as a bladed or blunt melee weapon. One end of the staff has the kanji for king. Trey uses the staff to operate as the Gold Ranger, who prefaces his attacks with the words, "It's time for a gold rush." One of the powers of the Golden Power Staff is the ability to enlarge oneself. Although Trey has never been seen morphing with the Golden Power Staff, Jason has morphed with it in the same way as the Equidians. The Golden Power Staff could be oriented in 2 ways. All in all, it serves as one of the greatest weapons ever wielded in the Power Rangers universe. Drago Sword. The Drago Sword is more of a dagger, but still quite a dangerous weapon. The sword's small size combined with the White Ranger's incredible speed makes them a fatal combination. The Drago Sword is also capable of shooting energy arrows from multiple angles into the enemy. The sword, especially when held by the White Ranger, has a quill-like look. The Drago Sword can also be combined with the Z-Rex Blaster. As far as dynamics go, the Drago Sword can be used like a pen to create constructs of energies in the forms of arrows, chains, and barrels. It can also be used to create an X symbol on the enemy's chest before exploding them. The quick and deadly nature of the Drago Sword makes it one of the most powerful weapons in the Power Rangers universe. Power Blaster. The Power Blaster is an incredibly strong assemblage of the 5 core weapons of the Power Rangers: the pink power bow, yellow power daggers, black power axe, blue power lance, and red power sword. This weapon delivers an incredible energy blast. It can be used as a quick finisher on smaller creatures. The Power Blaster looks like a crossbow and has 2 central components: the power bow and power axe. The Power Blaster was heavily used by the first team of Power Rangers, but only once by the second team. The Power Blaster is capable of destroying a large amount of Rita and Lord Zed's creatures. The Power Blaster was ultimately replaced by the Power Cannon.
Blaster mode!
Quantum Defender. The Quantum Defender serves as the personal attacking instrument of the Quantum Ranger and has 2 modes, a blaster mode and blade mode. Its blade mode is used by the Quantum Ranger to deliver the powerful finishing move referred to as the Freeze Strike. The Red Ranger, played by Wes Collins, was able to use the Quantum Defender to destroy Cyclobots and neutralize the Q-Rex's Power Crystal. The aesthetics of the Quantum Defender are often considered absurd. It looks like a T-Rex head with a handle. Although its looks are quite silly, the Quantum Defender is a formidable weapon in the Power Rangers universe. Its Super Sentai equivalent, the Quantum Defender has a sword, fun, and Vulcan mode, along with the ability to freeze. This weapon is considered one of the coolest in the Power Rangers universe.
Lion Discs! Spin Sword!
Spin Sword. The Spin Sword serves as the Ranger's sole sidearms that work in combination in unison with their power discs. Each Ranger can execute their own signature elemental attack or morph the sword using itself to better utilize it according to their needs. Using the right combination, the Spin Sword's power can increase exponentially to the point of threatening even Master Xandred. When Super Samurai Rangers combine the black box with their respective power discs, they are equipped with a supercharged version portion of their elemental attack. The spin sword serves as one of the most diverse and versatile weapons in the Power Rangers universe. Ptera Thunder Saber. The Ptera Thunder Saber serves as the personal weapon of the Golden Cybersaur Ranger. Apart from being a sword, it can also be used as a sort of a rifle in order to deliver the Thunder Bullet attack. There's also a golden alternative version of the Ptera Thunder Saber that can be summoned. It is said that the Ptera Thunder Saber is like Thor's hammer, a disgustingly powerful weapon. This weapon is capable of amplifying the Cybersaur's Ranger's speed to such a level that reality is momentarily warped. The Ptera Thunder Saber can assume such an extreme form wherein it can literally disintegrate adversaries. The weapon can be combined with the Ptera Gauntlet Morpher depending upon the number of Cybersaur cells loaded. The Ptera Thunder Saber can prove to be exceedingly effective.
Tell him yourself.
Laser Lamp. The laser lamp was discovered in an underground cave by Mystic Force Rangers and was found to contain a giant genie cat named Genji. Despite being Genji's residence, the laser lamp can be used as a dangerous weapon. It was effectively utilized as laser blaster by the Solaris Knight. Genji can also be used to attack, called Genji's Shining Attack, as he mercilessly attacks the enemy, often reducing them to rubble. Genji was temporarily destroyed by Sculpin, but was later revived along with Daggeron and Leanbow. He was last seen in the forest with Itasis and Daggeron. The laser lamp was proven to be a popular collectible item among fans, and the Super Sentai equivalent, the laser lamp, is known as Magi Lamp.
Magi Staff! Full power! Like this, Nikolai!
Magi Staffs. Magi Staffs are the primary weapons of the Rangers, kept in wand mode or otherwise. The wand mode of the Magi Staff can be used to channel elemental power like wind, water, fire, and so on. It can also produce shockwaves and fissures in the ground. Magi Staffs have a special crossbow mode wherein it can fire bolts of electricity. In their sword mode, Magi Staffs can also execute the power of the Phoenix attack. In the Super Sentai equivalent, Magi Staffs are called Magi Sticks, some of which can transform into weapons like swords, crossbows, and axes. Magi Staffs are the basic way through which Rangers cast spells, from simple levitation to growing trees. Magi Staffs are thus an indispensable magical source for Mystic Force.
Yeah! Shadow Saber!
Shadow Saber. The Shadow Saber serves as the personal weapon of the leader of Space Patrol Delta on Earth, Anubis Doggy Kruger. He is also known as the Shadow Ranger. The Shadow Saber is an extremely powerful handheld weapon and has been called the truest sword in the galaxy. One of the popular finishing attacks of the sword is the Containment Strike, slashing the enemy into a containment card. The Shadow Saber physically is a long sword with buttons on the handle and a dog's head at the hilt, which can be opened and closed. The sword is incredibly dangerous only when someone with true power wields it. In the two-part episode Shadow, Anubis Kruger successfully morphs into the Shadow Ranger. The Shadow Saber is called the D-Sword Vega in the Super Sentai equivalent. It's extremely powerful, capable of generating powerful forces such as tornadoes. Robotic Interactive Canine, aka R.I.C. R.I.C was originally an outdated mechanical asset of the forces of Space Patrol Delta. He was set to retire before being given several enhancements by Boom that made him R.I.C 2.0. His new powers included enhanced senses, strength, and the ability to transform into a powerful cannon, as well as an internal mini-fridge. His finishing attack, Canine Cannon, is a very powerful move consisting of an energy blast that could take down enemies and imprison them in containment cards. Later on, R.I.C is able to function in a cyber mode and sonic mode in combination with the Red Ranger. In a popular spin-off comic, he's upgraded to version 3.0 and has a more wolf-like design. Marvelous Verdict. The rich legacy of the Power Rangers weapons is that they are now an integral part of the franchise's identity. Each weapon has its unique background and abilities. All of them have helped the Power Rangers to overcome countless challenges and defeat numerous villains. Thus, fans have always appreciated these weapons and collected them in huge numbers in the form of toys and merchandise. Apart from toys, one can buy clothing, comics, and video games, as well as highly sought after and transformable Zords and Megazords. At this point, point in time, Power Rangers has become a pop culture icon, and the franchise has been successfully able to remain fresh and relevant for 3 decades, always supporting diversity and inclusivity. Overall, the weapons of the show are quite detailed, engaging, and beautiful, and are lots of fun to play with and read about or watch. Have a powerful day ahead. And if you like our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one, and be safe. Thanks, everyone.